right, guys, they did it again, revisiting a popular Kershaw that is now premium. Gotta love it. Now, the thing is, I reviewed the Kershaw Covalent before. That's what we're looking at in two new versions. I reviewed the FRN version, and there's like 9,000 views on the channel of that particular Kershaw. So this is obviously a very very popular budget model, and now they decided to double down and come out with two premium versions. So let's look at what we have here. We have the Covalent 2042 Titanium, and we have the Covalent 2042 CF or carbon fiber. That is what we have. So let's look at them one at a time. This is going to be sort of like a first impressions. These are dropping March 4th through the 9th. And so I wanted to get this video turned around pretty quick, a little too quick to do a full review. So this is more like a first impressions kind of thing. And we will go from there. Now you can see the titanium version has that same pattern that the FRN, the molded FRN one. This is obviously milled in, and that was obviously molded, if you will. You have this same pivot with blue accents. You have a beautiful blue backspacer. You have a clip that is rested inside the opposite side that it covers, and it is reversible, and you can see you just have to unscrew that, and then you can flip it over. And then yes, to get it loose, but you know what I mean. Very, very cool. Now, the clip is a little small, but I love the shape of the clip. Now, let me check this one. Now, the funny thing is, on the black one here, that clip feels tighter. It is definitely lighter. I was about to say the clip is kind of hard to get in and out of the pocket. This particular one is hard to get in and pretty hard to get out of the pocket. And I remember the original Covalent being that way too. This one, on the other hand, seems to go in the pocket not too hard, and it's a little more springy. So that's cool. Now we have black hardware, but of course the pivot is blue. On this one, it's all black on the hardware. And then look at this. We have a two-tone blade on this one. Now, there's a lot of differences here. Number one, this guy's, well, I mean, obviously they're both contoured. This one's titanium and S35. This one is carbon fiber and M390. And then you have a two-tone blade with satin, and you have a more shiny, more reflective satin on this one, which is really cool. Kind of gives you some options. Now, these are both Duralocks crossbar locks, and they're both made in China. Now, I will tell you, you can see, by the way, crossbar locks, one of the things I like to look at is, can you shake them open? And the answer is, in both cases, no. But this one, and again, they don't have detents like a crossbar lock. They are held in by the spring. This one is absolute perfection. This, you can see, it's on bearings. They both are. This one is just absolutely crazy on the action. This one, on the other hand, is still good, but it's definitely lighter. Really lighter. You can fail it pretty easy. And I just wish that spring tension was a little bit stronger, but as it's broke in, you can see we've gotten to the point that I can easily manipulate it, and it's really not a big deal. I'm a kind of a drama queen. I'm not a diva, but I'm kind of a drama queen on detents. And so, I like my detent feel to be nice and snappy. This one's a little softer. I should say drama king. But anyway, so there you go. Now, in the hand, just like the original Covalent, this is excellent. Very good. And guys, I haven't even tried yet, but I know, yep, super cutters. Both of these are going to be that way. Yeah, very nice indeed. And they should be. And they came sharp, both of them. I checked them out yesterday when I unboxed them. Very excellent indeed. Now, another big difference in these is you're talking 2.5 ounces here, and I think this was, 3.8. So I just got to give Kershaw props here. there is a partial liner on one side. Let me look again, just make sure I'm saying this right. All right, you know what? That is crazy. So all they've got here, all right, let me get my flashlight out, guys. I thought I had this down from when I looked at it earlier. No, sir. So, okay, wait a minute. Yep, I'm right. So there's a partial liner on this side that comes just up top to right here. There is no liner on this side. It is totally linerless on the show side, and it has a partial liner only back to about here on the clip side. It is super light because of that. It is only, like I said, 2.5 ounces, but not so light that it feels like a toy. This is really, really nice. Now, this one, on the other hand, is obviously titanium, and then we actually do have the steel liner on one side, and no, it's actually on both sides, it looks like. So we have a little partial liner on both sides on this one, which is interesting. So on this one, they chose to go super lightweight. On this one, 3.8 is not bad in any way, shape, or form, especially for the size of knife. But it's interesting the decisions they made there. Now, here is a titanium iridium. Now, in my original covalent review, I said something like, is the covalent actually better than the iridium? And I would say, nah, not really. And I still think I like the iridium better because of thumb studs rather than a flipper. It's just going to tend to come out of there a little bit better with thumb studs. But this one, on the other hand, is just dialed. And it is broken in so good. Just incredibly excellent. So I am absolutely impressed with this one and this one, but more this one. And again, the really nice contoured handles, this feels epic. You do have jimping here, but still, even with the swedge, it feels fine to be up here a little bit further. Let's just do this as long as my battery holds out here. 0.455 on the handles and 0.106 on the blade stock. So again, it's gonna be super slicey indeed. As far as measurements, the covalent is 7 and let's go to the end of the clip. So we'll go 7. Man, it's over 7.5. I call it 7 and 5/8. Excuse me. The blade length, the cutting edge is right at 3 inches and a little bit over that. By the way, really nice sharpening choil, and your plunge comes just short of that, but you should get 4 or 5 good sharpenings out of both of these. It could be a little better, but it's not bad. And then your handle length behind the flipper tab is 3 3/4. So plenty of room indeed. Our normal comparisons on the channel, the Ontario Rat 1 and of course the Ontario Rat 2. Now these are closer to Rat 2 size, but still you can see they're in that ballpark between the two of those. So very, very cool. Again, the original covalent, very popular on the channel, 8,000 or 9,000 views, I think, on that video when I looked earlier today, which is great. So I'm hoping people will find these interesting. For sure, I definitely do. These are dropping. Again, I never even gave you price. These are dropping on the 4th. Usually they drop their knives somewhere around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern time, a.m. Eastern time, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern time. This guy is $179 with S35 and titanium. This one is $169 with M390 and carbon fiber. And so love to hear what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up on this one if you enjoyed it. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get more great content like this. And thank you guys, each and every one of you, for watching the Knives Fast channel.